Also, John Adams is a fucking G.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How come? Why is he such a G?
But you got to put it into context. Imagine they were America. They were America today. Imagine a couple guys in Florida were like, you know what? Fuck it. We're not paying your stupid taxes anymore. We don't want to be a part of the team. No, you got to be a part of the team. Right here, buddy. Right here. Goes to Joe Biden, says, I don't want to. No, you're an idiot. Right? You're not. The election's rigged. Our voice isn't being heard. We're out.
Yeah.
Goes to the United States and says, right here, peace. We're out of here. The guys were already like, these weren't, sometimes like the peasant revolt, you get it. Like the French Revolution started because they were starving. Like they had no other options. There was no bread. Right, these in India they were slaves. Right, in America these guys had it pretty good. These guys were making money. John Adams was making money. He was a wealthy guy. He was doing well for himself. Life was good.
Washington was a general. He could have been
why? Yeah. Their life was good, and they were like, "Fuck it, risk it all. We need to do our own thing." And then they took over and said, "No laws. Do what you want, people. You're welcome."
Yeah. They were like, Washington, be the king. He's like, I don't want to be a king.
It's never happened before in the history of humanity, and it'll never happen again. And one of the reasons that the global elites want to shit on these people so much, and why the Constitution is under attack, why the Bill of Rights is under attack, is because these group of people showed everybody else, we don't need them. We don't need them. We don't need their coin, and we don't need their lead, and we don't need their guns, and we don't need their protection. We don't need daddy government hanging over us. Get the fuck out of here. We're going to hang out with our farm. We're going to do our own thing. Peace. And it's a moment in history it's like if Spartacus had won the slave revolution in Rome. Like it's never happened before, and it'll never happen again. It's just the most beautiful human moment by people that are just incredibly
that's a minute's up.
They were smart, and they weren't selfless. There was self-interest involved, but they were smart, and they understood the risk, and they took the risk anyway. I mean, it's just the bravery, and it's incredible that
Yeah, they were fucking badasses. No doubt.
We're such cowards by oh my God, what if I get canceled for saying this? And these guys were like, fucking 2 middle fingers to the king. Like they're just on a whole different level, and they, we're such pansies compared to them, and they wore fucking Lululemons and fucking wigs, and maybe that's what it was. Maybe we
we just
they
don't
were
like
so
their attire.
pissed off all day that they had to wear the wigs and the blush.
So you think we don't put respect on their name because of like the weird clothes?
I do. I actually think that has a lot to do with it. I think we think of them as these dainty little dandies.
Yeah, like kind of fairy boys.
These little look at these little fairy boys.
But really, they were like the ultimate badasses.
Boom, bang, bang, get off my land.
Bro, Britain are the pound for pound colonial kings. Like for such a small fucking place, took over
sure.
you'll know the percentages of the world they controlled. It was like
but what's crazy is that the British aren't even British. That's what I love, is that the British got taken over by Vikings that are like, hey, guess what, Viking? You're a Brit now. Anglo-Saxon lords.
Well, they've done that a bunch of times. The Huguenots, the Normans.
Well, the Plantagenets. The British monarchy spoke French for like 1,000 years. They didn't even speak English. They spoke French like on purpose to make sure that the peasant English knew that they were better than them. One of those War of the Roses kind of ended that. Then the Tudors, the real Brits. That was your America moment with the War of the Roses. They were like, we're taking our country back. For these stupid French Plantagenet.
That's Game of Thrones, right?
Game of Thrones.
War of the Roses.
Yeah.